Have you ever wondered how Aestri Yazar or Bramer Uraz would play in Dead by Daylight? Well, look no further. I found out how. Hello everybody, Vigo Shadow here, and welcome to the Survivor Strategies, a guide how to play exactly like how the Survivor would. In today's episode, we're going to be playing as the D&D characters, otherwise known as their full names. Forgive me if I butcher them. Aestri Yazar and Bramer Uraz is how I would probably pronounce that.
For in dark places such as this.
Anyways, since there's not much of a difference between playing as other survivors besides noise and appearance, we will analyze the survivors' bio and their perks to get a better understanding on the type of playstyle that these survivors would inhabit. Now it's time to do some deeper digging. I'll be highlighting a few things in the portrait as well as the bio, and the portrait gives us a little bit of information as to how survivors would play. So we have the troupe here, both Aestri and Bramer. So we have Aestri, the fellow bard, Bramer, and their troupe never back down from any adventure. Their perks allow them to create illusions, help others repair generators quicker, and see nearby killers, generators, and chests. So that's what we have for their portrait there. And in the bio, not a whole lot. It just talks about how they heard stories. They went to go visit Vecna in the rotted tower. They found that it was completely empty. And then eventually they found a scroll. They recited it. They went into the entity's realm, and that's how they became here. I try to look for lore in other places too. So I was looking around like some wikis and like Dead by Daylight's official page and stuff. And I didn't really was able to grab a whole lot. But what we know about D&D and like how bards are, they're often like charismatic. They're free-spirited, sometimes competitive. And their main like aim is to like inspire others. So we're gonna be playing more of like I believe a supportive role with this character here. So that's a little bit of an insight as to how these two would play. But let's get into their perks next to see if we can find any more clues for her and his playstyle. Alright, so I've been pronouncing the name a little bit wrong here. So it's actually called Aestri Yazar. That is her actual name. And then we have Bramer, of course. I'm pretty sure that's how I pronounce that one. But either way, let's get into the troupe's perks here. First, we have Mirrored Illusion, a familiar spell made unfamiliar in this corrupted landscape. This perk activates after completing a total of 20% worth of repairs on generators. Press the ability to when next to a generator, totem, chest, or exit gate to spawn a static illusion that lasts for 60 seconds. Then the perk deactivates. Just stay there. Perfect. Bramer. So yeah, we actually have a different quote. It's not like a tied-in quote, so it's going to probably be switching between the two for their quotes. Next, we have Bardic Inspiration. It's time to give your audience a show. Will you bring the house down or will you choke? Press and hold the ability button 1 while standing and motionless to enter this performance interaction that lasts up to 15 seconds, and it empowers survivors within 16 meters. Roll a d20. This effect lasts for 90 seconds if the performance is completed, so you have to complete the performance for the full 15 seconds. 1, you scream, and then it just shows you everything there for the progression, like the bonuses there, so I'm not going to read all that. When the ability is canceled, it goes on cooldown or it completes, it goes on cooldown for 90. Listen closely, I'm about to save your life. Aestri. So we have a quote for Aestri there, and then we have the last one here, which is called Still Sight, Aestri Yazar. A clear mind and a calm temperament will always find the means of their escape. After not moving for 2 seconds, this perk activates. Until you start moving, you see the aura of the killer as well as all generators and chests within 24 meters. Breathe in, breathe out. Now open your eyes. Bramer. Alright, so yeah, we have 2 quotes by Bramer and 1 quote by Aestri. So that is their perks. After reading around, we can now establish the playstyle that these two would gravitate towards the most. I pulled up an image that references various other playstyles, and after what we know, I decided that these two fit into the team player category the most. This is mainly due to the fact that they are already a troupe. They operate as a team regardless, and like as D&D characters do, they often have a party to take on quests. Now, being adventurers before, They have a little bit of a clue onto like being vigilant around the surroundings and kind of taking their options and going the smarter route. So they're also going to fit into the vigilant category as well, and this is mainly backed up by this perk right here, which is called Still Sight. A clear mind and a calm temperament will always find the means of their escape. That's a very big clue as to how they're going to play a little bit more. So they're going to play maybe a little bit cautious around getting to certain other things. They're going to use this perk in order to move around safely and know where stuff's at. And then this perk here, Bardic Inspiration, is going to be more of the team player aspect. You're going to be playing your tunes and inspiring others. They get a bonus for skill checks. And then, of course, you have a Mirrored Illusion, so you could throw the killer off your tracks as well. So there's a little bit of a pretty versatile kit for an adventurer. You're able to throw them off your trail, you're able to help others, and you're able to know where things are at. I think they're really good perks for an adventurer for sure. So yeah, their playstyle is going to mainly be a team player, and it's going to be vigilant. All right, now it's time to move on to the priority, and this is actually a pretty interesting one. So now that we know the type of playstyle the survivor favors, we can now establish what the survivor's priorities are. In Dead by Daylight, there are 4 categories. Within these categories, we can understand what the survivors deem as a priority based on what we know. So Aestri's main priority would be an interesting one, because essentially they kind of go with the flow, but I would assume it's going to be survival. Any adventurer on any quest would mainly be concerned about the survival. And I would say mainly the survivor or the survival of themselves, but also others too, because they often travel with a party, so they want everybody to live. So we're going to be mainly focusing on that survival category and trying to get out of the trial. All right, before we play, there's a couple things we should know. So first, we're going to play like the survivor would, as in we're going to be an adventurer. We're going to stay curious. We're going to continue on. We're going to be a team player with our playstyle, and then we're also going to be very vigilant with how we do things. And then second, it kind of ties into the first one. We're going to be activating each one of these perks. We're going to try to get each one of them to activate in the trial. With her perks and Baymar's perks, it doesn't seem like that's going to be too hard of a feat. We're going to keep our priority in mind as well. So that's going to be surviving the trial. That is the main emphasis. To survive the trial, and if our friends survive, great. That's exactly what we want to try to do. But yeah, survival is key. All right, we are playing as Aestri Yazar on Batum Preschool 1, Springwood. And we already see some of our survivors here, so 2 of them already have a head trap on. What? All right, let's go ahead and just play a tune here. Bardic Inspiration, so we could probably give a bonus to both V and Ada. Even though she won't be here for long, we'll still at least give her that bonus, I believe. Okay, whoa, damn. V wasn't expecting that, neither was I. That pig actually did a very stealthy takedown. Oh man, I wasn't even looking that direction. I probably would have seen him with still sight, maybe. No, I have no idea where that pig is. But we'll go for it. I don't even know where he went. Pig did come through here though. Or at least stomping on that gen. So why don't we go back on this generator to at least stop it from regressing. Okay, then I'm getting off of it. Because there's a better there she is. I see her. V, no! I was about to say. I gotta actually help our teammate. Oh no. What's going on? Okay, no, they're literally on them. Let's just go ahead and do a gen. This should be what we're prioritizing instead. Okay, alright. Pig's right here. She won't be sneaking up on us. Let's see where. We don't see her because she's stealth, so even still sight can't catch that. Alright. And this pig is definitely playing more stealthy for sure. Okay, Pig's actually after Ada too. That's good because I don't believe she was on a gen. I was about to say, I'm actually kind of worried that she's going to strike. Okay, she gets stunned by that pallet. She'll definitely go back on this gen. I think what we could do... Alright. We're going to throw a mirrored illusion up. See how well that does. Okay. Let's actually see how well this does. Oh, wow. She actually escaped the grasp. It worked. It worked. It actually worked. And then we just do it. So that distracted her for a little bit. Nice to see that it actually worked. All right, as an adventurer, we finally struck our first piece of loot. So we got that to activate in a very funny way. We can use this to locate some survivors, but I feel like they're all kind of like playing around. Oh, okay. They're all right over here. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, Rebecca goes down over there. Okay, yep, she's right here. It's like I hear her breathing. Okay, looks like they're back on those survivors there. I don't even know what's going on, to be honest. Let's see where they're all at. Okay, Rebecca's getting chased. She's injured. They're moving away. The key is actually gave us some actually useful information here. I think we've only used Bardic Inspiration once. I haven't really found a chance to kind of get on gens with the other survivors, but hey, we're in it for the adventure. We got our key, our little piece of loot. I don't see anything around us. We're making sure we're vigilant so we can try to scan our surroundings, but we know that Rebecca went down over there, so I would love to also have the chance to use the mirrored illusion on the exit gates. That'd be really great. Okay. Let's go ahead and loot this chest as well. All right, let's see what else we can find. All right, a med kit. Definitely better. Okay, that's it. I gotta go investigate now. Are we making friends with the killer? Let's go ahead and see. Let's see. Let's see. What the hell's going on? No! Oh, okay. I don't think we're actually friendly here. We were gonna play the Pigatoon. They took it personal. Oh yeah, no, this is not. This is not. This is not playing friendly. Oh my God, no, this is actually dead serious. Okay, all right, well, let's just go ahead. Let's go ahead and run now. Now that I know that the plan here is compromised. I thought we were having fun. All part of the adventure, I guess. Oh, shoot. Nope, this pig's not this pig's not a part of the adventure. They keep going for slashes. They're not going for hooks though, which is kind of weird to me. Oh, now they start picking up. Well, I started a gen over there. I totally thought that was part of the deal, but they must have been just trolling them. All right, well, now that we know it's legit, let's actually try to get out of here. Let's just go ahead and run it this way. Back to this gen. Okay, they're not going for the generators. Okay. Let's just at least play myself a tune, man. I'll get myself some bonuses. We're a lonely bard now. Alright, at least I get myself some bardic inspiration, but V is now choosing to join us. Yo, I gotta dip as soon as possible. They were just chasing Ada. Wow, it's just weird. This is just so weird. Okay. Alright, now let's see if we could try to use our mirrored illusion on this exit gate here. Oh my god, it's Hex. No one escapes death. Oh. Alright, I think we know exactly what to do here. Okay. We have mirrored illusion on there to make it look like we're actually on there. Okay, we actually see Noed right there. Okay, you see it. Alright, good. I'm glad you see it too. Alright. Holy crap, this is gonna be really bad. Are they gonna see us at the gate though? I wonder. I think they knew that it was a mirrored illusion. There ain't no adventure if there ain't no risk. Let's go save our people. Oh shit, that was a trade. She's gotta get to Ada. Oh damn. Oh, we are risking it. We are risking it. Let's get the hell out of here. We might be the only two that's able to get out of here. Okay, let's go. Nah, we're gonna run out. We're gonna run out. We're gonna at least run out. Well, that was a very interesting match. Alright, let's go over it. Essentially, we had a very unique adventure with Aestri Yazar and our team. We activated mirrored illusion. We actually got to see the killer swing at our mirrored illusion, and I'm not sure at the end there if they went for the exit gate one. They might have seen it and was like traveling over, but then like veered off. We had bardic inspiration that we used in the beginning, and then we used it for ourselves later on because we didn't really get a lot of teamwork near the end. And then we managed to use still sight quite a few times. So overall, all in all, it was a really good match as Aestri Yazar. I'd say you kind of play into how a match feels with these D&D characters, like especially like if like the killer was playing friendly, I'd just be playing tunes and then just be going along with it for the ride. You know, that's exactly what these characters are meant to do. It's just we're all here for the ride. I think what you'd also want to do is like probably get an additional piece of loot. You know, obviously open those treasure chests when you do find them and get some loot, and then leave with a trial with it, and then escape. Yeah, and we were able to escape. So we assessed the situation was not friendly at all, and we left. Either way, that is how you play the D&D characters, or the main one, Aestri Yazar. Thanks for watching. Vigo signing off.